I genuinely nearly forgot about this one. Do you know that? I was like, what have I been doing on the Tuesdays? Because I finished Fix Fox. Apparently I put a number of this out last week, so here we go, here's more. Let's go. I've met 5 people. How do we do this again? This move. This is... yeah, I remember. She's adorable. Look at her, she's so silly looking. I like her. You're new. Workshop. Oh. Buddy, you okay?
Sir? Can you hear me? I'm Private Detective Grimoire. I have some questions for you.
Grimoire. Good mysterious name. I'd rather like it. Felix Fellow at your beck and call.
And, this is my colleague, Sally.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good name as well.
Thanks.
If you would, Mr. Fellow, we really need to ask you about the murder.
I must say I'm rather jealous of you two.
Oh yeah? Why's that?
Out here solving mysteries, exploring new places, uncovering secret rooms, hidden treasures. That's what life is all about.
Secret rooms?
Generally speaking, you know, that sort of thing.
Indeed.
So, Felix, what exactly do you, do?
Is it not obvious? I'm an explorer. Explorer/treasure hunter. Yes, well, best in the world.
We're talking like curse statues, spike pits.
It's a little more sophisticated than that. But I've certainly seen my share of danger, if that's what you're asking.
And, if I may ask, when did you retire?
You listen here. I may be between
Listen here, you little shit.
now, but it's simply not in my nature to stay in one place for too long. I go wherever the winds of destiny take me.
Don't you live here with your wife and daughter?
Yes, well, the fellow family has certain loyalties. And
Fuck's sake.
Flora, the way she is...
Nothing wrong with raising a family, Mr. Fellow.
Don't misunderstand me. Fiona and Flora are my entire world. They are the greatest treasure of all.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, bollocks. What was the name of the murder victim again? I've forgotten. Herpeter.
What on earth would you want to know about that?
The murder of Freya Fellow.
That
The
one.
reason we're here.
Ah, right. Nasty business. Very unfortunate. I regret that I can't be of any help, but I wish you all the best in your investigation.
Hear that, Grimoire? We're done here. Let's go.
It's a simple question, Felix. I'm sure you're up to it.
Well, there's not much to tell. Mostly, I was in my room by myself, working on on a project.
Your room is quite close to Flora's tower. You didn't hear anything unusual?
What qualifies as unusual?
What have you got?
That's a good shout. What do you have, buddy? Statement?
It was dusk. A feeling lingered in the air. Malevolent, perhaps. Uncertain, as life itself.
Abridged version, please.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest.
That was
I
Poppy
thought
going down
perhaps
to
she
Warren,
had a
so who went down
disagreement with
first?
Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty.
That's right, the big guy's got a pure empty room.
His window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
I like this guy. He's fun. Happy to be.
Does Flora normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Would you know what? I can't deny that at all.
That looks like it might belong to Fitz. I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
There was quite a few things that were cracked on one side.
Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been
Excuse me.
kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
It's a fish.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd.
Why is that odd?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. It would have been a beautiful painting. It's rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they? The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
Alright, okay.
I'm as confused.
Alright, cool. I'll leave this guy alone. Big fish!
Fish?
Yes, it's also a lamp, for some reason.
It's Earth.
If Earth was made of paper and gave off a gentle pink light. Nice. A real treasure chest.
How do you know there's treasure in there?
Why else would it be locked? Plus, there's a treasure map hanging directly above it.
Ooh, okay.
What's the deal with that painting on the front?
Not sure. We should check that treasure map too.
Alright. Dragon, palm tree, bird, mountain. Maybe I3 or I4?
Nothing.
Did you check the treasure map? And what about that painting on it?
Still locked.
Like they're different. The pad just a grid reference for the map.
That was
The padlock is just a grid reference.
I'm brute forcing. I know.
The padlock is just a grid reference. The padlock is just a grid reference. The padlock is just a grid reference. The padlock is just a grid reference.
Okay. So it's clear it's this one in the middle. It's like I3 is the one I think it's trying to point me to. Okay, the dragon looking over the mountain, the palm tree, and the X, right? Dragon, mountain, palm tree, and the X. We're on the X, so that would be I4. But what does that have to do with the? How do you indicate the northwest, southeast? Actually, they're facing north. So I would say unless there's others that match this somewhere. No, there really is only one bit. And we're based on the X, right? So that's to the south. And we're looking north towards the palm tree, which is in the distance. Dragon's looking at the mountain. I3. And I would say north?
That was.
I wanted to try that. What yes, man? Mind you, those two are close. That makes sense, and the tree's far. I tried this with all combinations, didn't I?
The padlock just a grid reference for them. The padlock just a grid reference for them. The padlock just a grid reference for them. The padlock just a grid reference.
Nah. I'm dead right. It's I, innit? Okay. There's no others that match that. Because my eye is immediately drawn to it, right? So. Oh, well, hold on. Maybe. X facing bird facing tree. They're the wrong way round though. Fuck. I was contemplating it could be the island, the X island at E3 as well, but the dragon and the mountain are the wrong way around. Because you're facing birds and then palm tree there as well, if you go kind of northwesterly. I really do only see one possibility for this. The thing that's missing though is the birds in the tree, the birds in the palm trees. I need birds above a palm tree. That doesn't exist, but it does exist there at H6. Sorry, I went quiet there. Right, maybe so if we right, how do you H6? Right, look at H6. Okay, and then go west. There's a dragon facing the mountain, kind of. And then there's a bird in a tree. So that'd be like H6W, maybe.
There we go.
You fucking shut it!
Perfect. What was in the box?
More wooden models. These are a little different to the one on the desk.
Oh, they're cute. Model resembling a child with green hair. That's blonde. A woman with grey hair. Model resembling red and white bird. A broad-shouldered man. Hand painted. Okay. So that's how he knows about the. These ones.
Ah, you found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora,
It's
of course,
family. Yep.
surrounded by all her favorite people.
So who's the chicken?
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Okay, apparently I have enough to know about this then.
There it is. The unfinished portrait of Flora Fellow.
So, what? Freya was killed.
Looks that way.
So, if it was supposed to look like she was holding something and it's been smattered, rather than it being a knife on a two-dimensional where we could, like, I don't know, a frying pan or like a hand mirror? Does she have a hand mirror? Buddy? Egg.
Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty?
You're so fucking helpful.
Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked?
Oh, she didn't know about that. Don't know about that. Don't care about that. Why they smashed to pieces? Nope,
You
don't know.
haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who are the other people next to you?
Say something, you useless... Sorry. I don't. Do I have an option to say? I would quite like a quick save before I start pressing. Nope, there is not. That's okay. Maybe there's only one outcome. Alright.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room.
And it's
So
not
what's going
necessarily a knife.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
Which explains a knife-like object painted in the portrait. I mean, this is fairly stab-heavy.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, I clicked out the game. Oh shit.
That kinda makes sense.
No.
But no.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Okay. The connection is they're both made of paper. Yes! Fucking nailed it. I don't know. I genuinely don't have a goddamn clue. The painted knife. Is a Oh, it's a feather. She's holding a feather. Ah!
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Yes.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Yeah.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet.
Oh, so the bird is
She
dead.
kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
But what was kept in the egg, maybe?
Right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah.
Blew out the window.
Yes.
I
Normally,
think that's why she's in a
this
bad
is where
mood.
Flora usually keeps her feather.
That we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
Use your words!
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Drawings of Flora and Smallbird. There's a handwritten message in the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Oh.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them? That's the only door in and out of the room.
It's also on the floor.
Sure is. Guessing it's not supposed to be down there.
Oh yeah, because we already know it was kicked down. Yeah, that was my bad. I thought it was like a... Okay. Never mind. Well, where am I going now? I was all happy I'd found...
Locked.
There must be some way to get it open.
Probably through that way, actually. But let us... off in this general... hubble-a-bub. Ooh, pretty.
Are they paper lanterns?
Whatever they are, I like them.
Same.
It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Who plays the violin, I wonder?
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
A good guess, to be honest.
Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
This is the thing from outside, right? That's why I clicked on it. Or maybe I'm misremembering what the stupid heart statue looks like. Crack running along the length of the... Why is everything split? Looks like a wine glass or something. Boo! I like that she just immediately... Bah!
A ghost.
Sally! That's rude!
She's just a goth, man.
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
Ah,
That makes you a suspect, I'm afraid.
I know.
what's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist. And 13 years of dedicated practice.
There.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
How are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor
P.
spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends. We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it, argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... Things are more complicated for her.
What about now?
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as always.
3.5. Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there, she'd already gone. I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No. Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side. He's been teaching me about flowers.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that. Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it, but I'm struggling. It was like something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door. I went inside. Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason. The three of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this idea. She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
Right, so some thoughts I'm working with right is... So, that statement kind of corroborates what the old fella said, except he only heard one set of footprints. I'm wondering if it's just because the big guy's, like, deathly silent. Maybe he walks dead quiet or something. But he heard one set of footsteps go up quietly, and then down hurriedly. That does kind of corroborate that, but again, if the two of them went past his room, maybe only one of them... Yeah. I'm trying to work out who
I think it's a family tree.
FF and PP is. Because I think PP is... Oh, they're all PPs. God damn it! Okay, maybe it is just the big guy and the pianist then. Well, fuck it. That'll do it for this one then. I don't want to go on too long. There will be more mystery another time. Cheers for watching. Good luck. Take it easy, folks. Boop.